Okay, we're going to try it again. This is box number 2. I pulled out some posters, but as you'll see, I'm only down to the finger holes. And that's how far down I am. It's not that even far down, but I have a ton of posters here. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to go till I stop. Amityville 2, The Possession. No big deal. Crap. And then this was the Christine Jorgensen story. I guess she is like the first sex change, not the one that movie was just a couple years ago. This is like the first successful one where she lived. I got this only because it was the closest I could get to an Ed Wood movie. Ed Wood made Glen or Glenda, which was supposedly based on the Christine Jorgensen movie story, which is not. I don't know why. I'm going to get rid of that one. Anyway, another copy of Guyana Call to the Damned, because, one is not enough. You need at least 2. This is going for sale too. I don't need that. Another one. Basket case, classic. Ow. This is a snipe at the bottom, though. I think I have a second one that doesn't have the snipe. I guess I just changed distributors or something. But yeah, I got a basket case. And then the exciting Mr. No Legs. I don't know if you can see there's a guy in a wheelchair with no glare. Guy in a wheelchair with no legs, but he does have a machine gun or a rifle or something. I've never seen this movie, but it just sounds like a wonderful sleaze classic, so right up my alley. And then another copy of The Living Daylights. Okay, and then Spree with Jane Mansfield and, what's the other person's name? Juliette Prowse. There's Jane Mansfield up there. Juliette Prowse is this one. Well-known star photograph deleted by order of the Superior Court of the State of California. Shocking. And then we have Blood Beach. I loved in Jaws 2, the caption was, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, Jaws 2, This one's caption was, just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, you can't get to it. Blood Beach. The movie sucked, but the poster's cool. And I apologize for my voice again. The Howling. Another copy of Dynasty in 3D, which I'm super glad to find because the other copy was kind of crappy. This one's much better. The Obsessed one. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a black exploitation movie that's kind of possession themed. I don't know. Cool. I don't know about this one. I've never seen it, which is amazing to me because I love all the black exploitation horror movies. Anyway, I have the combo for Dracula, Prince of Darkness, and Plague of the Zombies, where you got fangs, or what do they call these? Zombie eyes. Wow, how exciting. And then one of my kitty matinees, this is from the company that I like the best, with the best posters, Childhood Productions. This is the Tinderbox. I'm sure the movie sucks, but the posters are always colorful. And this is some horror movie I've never seen called The Dead Are Alive. Paranoiac from Hammer. Swiss Family Robinson re-release. This is Chamber of Horrors. This one had a gimmick. It came with the fear flasher when all the gory stuff was going to happen, and then if you closed your eyes, you had the horror horn to open your eyes to. But the scenes were not that explicit, I didn't think. It was kind of a boring movie. And then another copy of The Rescuers Down Under. What the heck? And then a Snow White re-release. And someone was asking me a while ago, I said I had one of these, and they wanted to know if it had foil on it or not. And as you can see, this one has foil on it, the gold foil. I don't know if you can see, it goes all the way around. And it's on her, on the belt buckles. I don't know if you can see that. It's on her, whatever those sleeve things are called, puffy sleeves, her little head thing. Anyway, I don't know why someone was asking me about the gold foil, but mine does have foil, yes. Okay. A re-release of Fox and the Hound. I don't know why I have all these Disney posters. The Black Cauldron, which is kind of a cool poster. I've never seen the movie. A re-release of The Rescuers. I know I have the original someplace. I don't know why I have all these Disney posters. Really, I don't. Re-release of Bambi. I must have got like this in a lot or something. Re-release, 80s re-release of Andy Warhol's Frankenstein in 3D. How exciting. And I like the re-release poster way better than the original release for Frankenstein. This is dogs. Kind of a Jaws ripoff, but it was with dogs, obviously. And I saw this poster for the first time when I was an exchange student. In high school, I was an exchange student to Chile. And, of course, it was in Spanish. It said perros or something like that. So I was like, oh, my God, I'd never heard of it before. And the face is just right. It's just so ferocious and huge right in your face. And it's like, oh, my gosh, I have to get that poster. And lo and behold, I did. And then, Avalanche. Love my disaster movie posters. This movie's not so great, but the poster's cool. Oh my God, my voice is totally going. Sounds like I'm going through puberty. Anyway, here's another William Castle movie. This is The Spirit is Willing. This one's not such a great movie, but the poster's fun. Hellbound Hellraiser 2. The Cyclops. Invasion of the Animal People and Terror of the Blood Hunters. How exciting. And then The Vampire. How exciting. Ooh. That's from 57. And then I have The Creature from the Haunted Sea. I think this is another copy. I have another copy. This one I'm not wild about because it's got that censor stamp on it. Dang it. Why did I buy it? Anyway, I think I have another copy without that. I hope so. Because it's a cool poster. I'd love to have that on my wall at some time. And then I have Yog Monster from Space. From the people who brought you Godzilla. And then another copy of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, the Lips version was a style A, yeah. And then Last House on Dead End Street. I have several copies of this poster. I don't know why I'm obsessed with this poster. It's not Last House on the Left. No, I know that. The movie is weird and not necessarily really good, but it's just different. And I have the original poster. I had it pictured someplace of it. It's The Fun House was the original title, release title. Anyway, this house, I know why I like this poster. It's this house. It's not a real house. It's like a mirror image side by side. I don't know if you can see that or not. And I was kind of obsessed with this house for the longest time until I saw this movie called The House of Evil or something like that with Samantha Agar and Robert Culp. House of Evil? I think that's what it is. And that house is from that. This shot is a kind of a picture taken from that movie and somehow used for the poster. I don't know. You don't care. Never mind. That's just my, I don't know, whatever. And then this was a TV movie, a real-life air disaster in Washington. And I guess it got released overseas, and I was lucky to get this because I love my disaster movies. I got this from Lebanon. And then Zombies of the Stratosphere, really cool old poster. And then this is another really cool old poster. This one, I've seen this all over the place, and I've seen it go relatively cheap, and I don't know why, because I know I have a couple of copies of this, because I find the art just stunningly beautiful. It's just gorgeous. Anyway, Fair Wind to Java. Never heard of it, never seen it. But I think it's just an awesome poster. It's a steal if you can find it. I mean, they're out there, and they're cheap. So grab one if you can. And then I have Chain Gang in 3D. Excuse me. And this is an Earl Owensby movie. He made like 8, 10 3D movies back in the 80s during the 3D rush. But he was like a regional guy. Director. He worked out, I think it was in Virginia or something, East Coast or Southern area, I'm not sure exactly where, and most of his films got distributed regionally. All of his films I would love to have seen them, but they never came to my area. They never came to California, so I just get the posters. And then I have this James Bond re-release triple feature, Goldfinger, Dr. No, and From Russia with Love from 1972. I think I have all of the James Bond posters now, including all the re-releases. Yay. La Cage aux Folles, the original one. When I was in high school, I took French, and we had an unofficial field trip one night to go see La Cage aux Folles play in town. Our French teacher was there, and like maybe a half a dozen students went. And we saw the version in French with English subtitles, and I recommend that one over the dub version, because the guy who plays Alban, I don't know, I guess this guy, Michael Serrault, he was hilarious, and the dub version didn't quite capture his voice inflections. Anyway, here's another copy of Friday the 13th. I have a better copy. This one's got some issues, but Friday the 13th classic. And then I have a copy of Patrick. Patrick is the Australian Carrie knockoff, sort of, kind of. He's like a guy in a coma, but he can move things with his mind, cause things to happen. And then I have, this is the last one, I have Please Don't Eat My Mother, which is kind of a nudie cutie version of Little Shop of Horrors. So yay. And I am done for today. And I'm sorry again for my voice. I don't feel good. And yay, I'll continue where I left off later. Thanks. Bye.